Hey everyone, welcome back. In today's video, actually picked up the entire Feel the Fizzle collection from Essie recently. This collection was one that, if you saw my Shop My Stash video for this collection, I was not planning on picking this one up. But upon receiving this one and swatching it, I am actually really glad that I did pick this collection up because the polishes that I had chosen for dupes in my collection to go with this collection did not actually look as close as I thought they did, and I actually prefer the polishes from this collection to the ones that I chose. I have everything swatched in front of me, and let's go ahead and get started. So this collection recently came out. It is called Feel the Fizzle. This collection consists of 5 cream polishes, and then there is a topper. Now, in my Shop My Stash video, I mentioned that I wanted to get the topper because I do not have anything like that in my collection. That originally was my plan, was just to get the topper. My husband picked the rest of this stuff out. He knew that I really was wanting these polishes, but that I also was trying not to buy them, and they ended up at my door anyway. So the first one here is going to be this polish, and this is called In the Universe. This is just kind of like a purple orchid cream. This polish immediately looked to be similar to Orly's Kaleidoscope Eyes, so that is what I compared it to for this video, and you can see they're very similar in the bottle. This is Orly Kaleidoscope Eyes. This polish is In the Universe. Very similar color tone. There's a slight little bit of difference with these polishes, however, and I will share that here in the swatches. So with my swatches here, we have this polish, which is In the Universe, and then this polish is Orly Kaleidoscope Eyes. So you can tell there definitely is a difference between the two. I feel like In the Universe is more of a purple leaning pink than what Kaleidoscope Eyes is. I was kind of surprised by that. I thought I was so close to the dupes, or so I thought. They definitely look different when you swatch them, so they're not 100% identical, but I think Orly Kaleidoscope Eyes is a great alternative to the In the Universe shade. The next polish is going to be this muted green. This one is called Your Sensational, kind of like a muted yellow with a little bit, there's almost a little hint of maybe some green in this as well. Really nice formula, great quality polish. So the one that I chose to use for a comparison is Essie's Gelato. This is one I've heard lots of people talk about and thought it was what I was going to use to dupe this collection, and that is what I used in that video. What I have here, this is Essie's Your Sensational from the new collection, and then this polish is Essie Gelato, which formulas on these were 2 different polishes. The formula on Essie's Gelato is terrible. It is. It's much more sheer, much more difficult to work with. The new polish from the new collection from Essie is by far my favorite. So I found myself while I was swatching these going through the polishes I chose to dupe with, and those are probably going to be the ones I'm going to destash, to be honest. They just aren't as wow as I thought they were going to be, to where I'm definitely leaning toward this collection versus the dupe polishes. So this again is Essie Gelato. You can definitely see there is a huge difference between the two. They're not dupes. The formula in this one definitely is finicky. It is a 3+ coater, in my opinion. You could probably use it over a white, but I honestly don't plan to even do that. I don't want to mess with a formula that is that finicky when I know this formula is much better, and the colors are similar enough. I know I don't need both, so I definitely will be destashing Essie's Gelato. The next one in this collection is the mint green. This one is called It's High Time, and this is one that I did have a little bit of trouble trying to dupe in the video that I shared, but I found one from Color Club, and it is called I'm Outta Here. Now, they definitely are not the same by any means. Color tones are not anywhere close. like I thought they would be, and I was like, well, do I try a different color from Essie? That color wasn't anywhere close to the new one from Essie either. Obviously, these two are two different colors, but I wanted to compare them just to see. This polish, again, like with the rest of these so far, has been a really good formula. Here we have this one in its High Time. That is in 2 coats. And then this polish is Color Club's I'm Outta Here. As you can see, finishes are totally different. Base colors are totally different. They are not the same whatsoever. And I know that I prefer the Essie formula to the Color Club polish, so I will be destashing this Color Club one for sure, just because their formulas on those for me are hit or miss, and I prefer Essie's over Color Club. So that is what those look like side by side. The Essie one does dry down much more glossy, as you can see, than what the Color Club polish does, which I prefer a glossy finish to like a semi-matte anyways, so I am happy to say that this Essie one is definitely a good find. The next polish is this one called Don't Burst My Bubble, and this is described as being a purple periwinkle cream. And the one that I picked was this one in Ripple Reflect. So you could definitely see here, Ripple Reflect is darker than the new polish from Essie. They are very similar, so if you happen to have Ripple Reflect, you could easily use that to dupe this polish in the new collection. On my swatches, we have this polish, which is the new one called Don't Burst My Bubble, up against Essie's Ripple Reflect, and you can definitely see there is a decent difference. Not a huge amount, but I didn't have anything that was super duper close to this purple leaning periwinkle. Good formulas on both of these polishes. As you can see, these are all nice and shiny. That is one thing with Essie's. If you didn't have time to top coat, you wouldn't have to. They are very glossy, very beautiful finishes. And I just prefer the Essies. I have bought more Essies recently because I'm loving the formulas. I just am absolutely loving Essie for mainstream. So the final cream in this collection is this muted sky blue, and this is called Ride the Sound Wave. This polish is beautiful. I went through my collection before filming this and thought, do I have anything similar? I didn't have anything as similar. So what I did for my dupe, I used this one from LBK, and this is called Driven Maddie. They are similar in the bottle, but upon swatching, I found that they are definitely different. And again, I prefer the Essie formula to this particular formula in the LBK polish. So on my swatches, we have this polish, which is Ride the Sound Wave from Essie. It was beautifully opaque in 2 coats. No issues with the formula whatsoever. These were a dream to apply. Fell in love with it. And this one is Driven Maddie, and it is needing a 3rd coat. It's very sheer here in this 2nd coat. But I was kind of like, for some reason am not liking that LBK polish like I thought I originally did. And I'm glad I did this comparison because it is allowing me to go through and be like, I don't like the comparison polishes that I originally chose. So I'm going to be destashing those polishes just because there's just enough difference there. I'm like, I love the polishes. I was ordering a few of these anyways, and I thought I might as well just get all of them because, again, I love Essies. I love everything about the Essies. They're just one of my favorite mainstream brands that I keep purchasing from. So this is what everything looks like. You'll have to let me know down in the comments which polish is maybe grabbing your interest, which polish you may be purchasing, or if you're staying away from this collection altogether. For the final thing, I'm going to go ahead and share the topper. I did finally get this one. This is Feel the Fizzle, and this, guys, is a beauty. This is a beautiful polish. Really pretty. And I'm going to go ahead and just swatch this topper over one of these other colors that I have here. I'm going to put it over this dark shade just to see what it looks like over something different so you guys can see. I didn't swatch enough of the Essie colors in order to be able to show you what it looks like over one of those. So that is what the topper Feel the Fizzle looks like over a dark color, and that's beautiful. I am so excited that I got that one. That is really pretty. Beautiful formula, fantastic color payoff in the shimmers. Really pretty. So that's it, guys. That is it for this video and the comparisons. You have to let me know down in the comments if you are planning on getting any of these polishes from this collection, or if you plan to not purchase anything from there. So hope you enjoyed it. Hope you guys have a great rest of your week. We'll see you later.